Previously on Buck Commander.
Man, I had this killer idea. I saw this ShamWow commercial. Hi, this is Willie Robertson with Buck Commander.
Anytime he thinks of something, you gotta be there right then.
Why don't we do an infomercial selling our DVD?
What we're doing is addictive, and we like to know that people like the product.
Buck Commander is a group of guys that wanted to do something different.
I brought along a few of my friends! Buck Commander!
I think baseball and hunting are similar in a lot of ways. Being athletes, there's a sense of competition.
Buck Commander. Protected by Under Armour.
You're just filling in for me, all right? You're just, here, drink that. Oh, they're awesome. Hang on a second. Duff. My job of running the business, it puts me, in the office or other places, even during hunting season.
You better get Chipper and Adam all that stuff, the scent products and stuff. They're in Miami. They're coming home tonight.
Willie is his own man. He's been different ever since he was a kid.
Jordan! No, I got it packed up.
Willie Robertson.
Yeah, it's all packed up. It's ready to go. It's got the something. I don't know. We got it out. And no, we're getting it out of. Put that in there.
I don't really know what to say about him.
How did Willie Robertson end up with a deer hunting show? That one would be a good question.
So, Duff, the stuff is... Jordan, bring my coffee. No, the stuff is in the mail. Do not worry about it. Gotta go. All right? Yep. So, clean that up, Jordan. Hey, what are you doing?
Been on hold with you.
What are we talking about?
Me going on a trip.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so look, you're going on the name of the company is Buck Commander. For me, it's Meat Commander because I like to eat. Right, Becky, did you get lunch?
No, I didn't know you were coming in today.
You're fired.
Willie likes to eat. And I'm telling you, a deer is better than a duck. Plus, there's way more of it.
Hey, Anna. Fried deer. Look, Jip, hang on a second. Deer sausage. Deer kebabs. Hey, can you count those hats for me? Jep, look.
I've never seen a man that will shoot any deer at any time, at any place, for any reason. Out of all the guys, I would say he's the hungriest.
Hey, just meet me in the kitchen. All right. Broiled deer, baked deer, barbecue deer.
Deer hunting was something, it was a way for him to cook, and it was a way to be fed mightily.
Jordan!
I'm Jace Robertson, and I am not a buckman. I don't think they'll ask me to be a part of the Buck Commander. I shoot things way too quick.
That's what all the fuss is about right there. Why am I whispering? I don't know.
I'm not a deer hunter until one walks by.
There's a deer right there.
Had a little duck hunt one time,
There's a deer.
and Jay said, "There's a deer." And I looked up, and right where I just got through walking, and there comes a deer just coming across.
We got more response over shooting a deer than any duck scene that we ever had in the history of Duck Commander.
So I led him like a duck, and I just touched off a shot. He turned a complete somersault.
I always tell Dad that he's most famous for flipping a little button-head buck out in the backwater.
Did you get some more of that coffee?
Dad actually had the idea. He said Buck Commander for the first time, and then Jep, my little brother, was gonna make videos called Buck Commander.
I'm the real Buck Commander.
I'm just waiting for Buck Commander to go big so I can take Willie to the courthouse.
You ain't gonna see many of these back home.
Well, his whole Buck Commander career lasted about one hunting trip. About the same time, Adam LaRoche called Duck Commander.
That's good to see right now.
My rookie year in Atlanta, I had a lucky Duck Commander hat, and I lost it. So I called down Duck Commander headquarters.
I know all the Atlanta Braves, and when he said his name, Adam LaRoche, it didn't register.
He said, well, we don't have any, those hats, we don't make them anymore.
We start looking all over for a hat, could not find one. I found the hat in my closet, it was mine. And I said, look, I'll give you my used hat. And so as a result, I think I'm a part of his baseball career, because without the hat, he does nothing.
For a short time, it was just Adam and I, and that was Buck Commander. He said, I got an idea, why don't you see if Chip wants to get in? I called him up, he said, yeah, he said, I'm interested. He said, what about, my buddy Duff?
That's a nice one, man.
Now, Langerhans, he had always hunted with us.
Oh!
So he comes in, and then just most recently, Tom Martin comes in. So my big goal of Buck Commander was to make something that was fun. Major League ball players, they kind of never left the locker room mentality. So I wanted that aspect into deer hunting, and I feel like we pulled it off. My travel schedule has gotten very busy. Dad's is just as busy, and it's kind of rare for us all to be together. And I asked him to come over with me to the Mississippi Braves game in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hey, get up. I am Carter Smith. I'm the National Sales Manager for Buck Commander. I've been asleep for like 6 hours, bro. I thought rigor mortis had set in.
When I go on these trips, I hook up with my main man, Carter Smith, and he is the monster traveler.
Come on, dude. How can you not know where we are? Let's go. Come on. Willie Robertson, who grew up in the hunting business world with his dad, Phil Robertson, being the Duck Commander. This way, idiot. Became friends with some baseball players. It's a great game to be in if you love deer hunting, and these guys absolutely have a passion for it.
All right, boys.
Hey.
All right, big team.
Where's your pants at? Big cheese.
All right, big team. Let's play some ball.
All right, I gotta go, I gotta suit up. I'm gonna throw the first pitch. Last year at Adam's place, Philip Wellman, the manager for the Mississippi Braves, was in camp with us.
The highlight after a tough day of hunting. Some of Willie's cooking.
Yeah, our paths have crossed in different ways. Ryan Langerhan's dad was my high school coach. My mother took his mother to the hospital to deliver him, and I saw Ryan when he was about 5 hours old. So I've known him since the day he was born, and just through being in professional baseball for 26 years, paths have crossed with other guys like Adam and Duff and Tom Martin. I saw those guys play when they were young.
And he said, Willie, I'm gonna get you out to Jackson to throw a first pitch.
The Robertson crew showing up to Pearl, Mississippi was one of the highlights of the year.
So have you practiced throwing the pitch?
I have not thrown a pitch in a month.
Philip Wellman, who I saw on TV, had the greatest tirade of all tirades.
I don't know if famous or infamous is the word, but that little incident, it is what it is. And it might not be your proudest moment, but I've never lived my life with regrets, and I don't regret that either. If it provided some entertainment, some laughs for a few people around the world, then so be it.
All right, I'm gonna dress in. I'll see y'all back at the deal.
All right,
let's go.
It was kind of festive. Big Willie, when he goes to any town, there's joy, and it's almost an entertaining atmosphere.
Here's your stuff, okay? We don't have a lot of time. What? BP jersey, okay? BP shirt.
Robertson.
Yeah, that's real nice.
My physique is something that I do take very seriously.
Okay, these are the largest pants we could find in the equipment room. I hope they work.
I work on it a lot.
We got BP in 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
5 minutes. Let's go. All right, get it ready.
I'm actually a health and human performance major in college. The physique that I hold, a lot of work goes into this. It just don't happen overnight.
You know, it was kind of nice. I said, if you're going to be on the field with us, you need to look like the rest of us. But as hard as we tried, you know, with that hair and that beard, he didn't quite look like the rest of us.
Willie boy, it's your turn.
Wellman said he was going to pitch to me, and I didn't know what to expect. But actually, he threw me some good BP balls. Uh-oh. Ow! I cannot hit it in the air hardly. Oh, here we go. No chance of getting it out of the park. No!
How them hands feeling?
Hurting. But I think Wellman was kind of impressed.
I'm a little winded. I look like I'm in shape, but actually I'm not.
Hunting and baseball are a lot alike. You prepare for that game, you practice, you shoot your bow. Sometimes the outcome is a very positive experience, and sometimes you lose.
But I had no warm-up. This was the first throw. I'd planned on throwing, but we ran out of time.
Willie's talking about throwing the first pitch. Phil said, well, where's my ball?
Phil, you getting nervous?
I'm nervous.
Yeah, Will, give me that ball. I'm gonna hum one over about 85.
I figure 85.
You're not gonna throw the ball 85.
I was blessed with a pretty good arm.
When I was 20 years old, I threw the ball 95 miles an hour.
All right, here we go.
I said, did they have radar guns back then?
Phil and I get out there to throw the first pitch.
I think I can beat what I've seen before when people throw out a throw. I can beat that.
I know he can throw. As kids, he would throw us the football, about knock us down every time he threw it.
They said throw the first pitch out. Well, I went back to high school, but at one time, I could hum it pretty good.
Will can go first, and I'll watch him.
I learned to sing in baseball a long time ago. I've been in it for 26 years, and you can't make chicken salad out of feathers. And I think Willie would fall under that category.
Willie throws some kind of knuckle screwball curve.
His pitch was about like a 5th or 6th grade girl throwing. It was just a little old looper.
Then Phil gets up there, and I'm thinking, I want to see this 85-mile-an-hour fastball.
Here we go. Whoop! He bounced it.
So they come off the field, and they were like,
yeah,
what do you think? And I thought, what I think is the MVP of that is the catcher.
Jackson's not too far from West Monroe, and we go there often. There's a lot of hunters in Jackson, a lot of hunters in Mississippi. So the cool thing about Buck Commander when we got into this was I've met people, you know, like Wellman.
Our clubhouse guy got him a uniform and put his number and name on the back, and I think he enjoyed putting it on and getting out on the field, mixing it up with us for a little while. It was exciting.
You know, the fact that they include me and let me come into their world for, you know, a day or a few hours, to them it's no big deal, but, you know, to me it was a pretty big deal.
All right, guys. It's Buck Commander Camera School.
I'm Jordan Summitt, and I guess you would call me the video production manager for Buck Commander.
You gotta focus on what your job is. Your job is to film. It's not to hunt, it's not to tell them what to do. You just gotta get the footage.
The Buck Commander camera crew is as bootleg as they come. Most of them are hunters who really want to hunt, but they can't pay their bills hunting, so they have to hold a camera.
Camera guys always gotta be on. You're not there sleeping at the lodge when everybody else is at the skinning shed filming something.
Well, every year we like to have a camera school for our guys affiliated with Buck Commander who film for us. Pretty much just get together, have fun, eat some good food, and just prepare for the next year.
And it's so hard to turn the hunt mode off and go to cameraman mode.
Oh my goodness.
You know, you're over that camera and this beast walks out. It was hard for me to watch my screen and stay on that deer without hunting the deer.
I have been involved with Buck Commander. This is going on my 3rd year now. The cameramen have a special bond. We are tight, you know, we're friends and almost family to a point.
And I have yet this whole past year to get any type of buck fever, never shook, no problems. When that deer stepped out, I couldn't breathe. It was like somebody tackled me and I lost my breath. I've never seen somebody so still in my life. I mean, he was like, this is fixing to happen. I'm fixing to kill this deer. He's just confident. That's what he is. He's a confident hunter. Everybody gets it, and that was my one deer of the year that I can say right now I got buck fever on that thing. We're now on year 3 of Buck Commander. But with this camera school, it helps get them in a better knowledge of the cameras, what to film, getting good footage on hunts. Really takes off a lot of pressure on me. If everybody's on the same page, it all works out a lot better.
Knowing what your hunter's gonna do before they ever get to it. Willie and I have really good communication. He's very laid back, and of course, nobody else will film with him.
We just had a big one come in, 10 yards.
Willie's worth is in cooking a camp.
Yes.
'Cause that's all gun can cook.
Been a part of Buck Commander organization since inception. Dealing with the different personalities in Buck Commander and has been challenging for some and then easier for others.
Roche, I think he's probably got more passion than anybody as far as our hunters go.
Roche, man, he reminds me of Daddy. You know, it's just like, gets out there, he gets the job done.
And Duff, too. Ex-LaRoche. Duff's got some passion, because I had never seen anybody go 4 months without killing a deer and just keep going every day. He doesn't eat, he doesn't sleep, he just is hunting all day.
Well, I'll tell you, with Tombo, like, he started filming, and he told me on the way to the stand, he goes, I had no idea until I started filming what all was involved.
You don't even have a mic on. I don't guess you need words.
One thing I'll say about Langy, he's probably the most genuine guy I know. Just a really good dude.
Y'all suck.
And it comes across on camera, too.
You want me to say something or something?
I felt so, genuinely bad when we were filming in Kansas last year. We had a monster on us, but it was raining. It was a comedy of errors, but I was definitely wanting to kill that deer. I wanted him to kill that so bad. The deer was standing there. That's what was crazy. If he'd have just left him alone just for another 2 seconds. Yeah, it was bad. We were about 2 seconds away from killing him.
You know, you're sitting in a tree with this guy for hours and hours and hours. You gotta halfway like each other and wanna have fun. And we do have 2 outstanding DVDs, so I'm the guy who has to make sure that they keep it up and make sure that they stay focused. Me, I won't even turn the camera on. I'll never do it. I know what happens when you start. I'm camera free.
If you're gonna hunt in a tree, we want this year to have a tree on. We want everything to be as smooth as possible. After we looked at everything this year on video, it just looks better if it's smooth. And
Camera school is meant for our guys to all get together and everybody gain a new knowledge, new technology, better methods of filming, but help you become a better cameraman.
You gotta be able to direct without turning into what the hunter doesn't like.
The Buck Commander camera guys, they're literally guys who have day jobs we call up. And
you want to be their buddy, but you need to be able to lead them in the direction you want them to go.
You know, that's why we try to make it fun and entertaining. That way, if a guy's burning his 3 days vacation time, down with us, I want him to have a good time.
All right, y'all, we're down to audio.
Normally, I'm the guest speaker at our camera school, but Jordan is trying to step it up a notch.
I actually scoured the country to find the best veteran we got in the audio world, so welcome our good friend Eric Berg.
If there's one thing I'm proud of, it's my ability to take complex...
The sum of all cameras is less than one sound man. Any questions?
What does that mean?
That means you never heard anybody whistling the 2-shot.
So if there's one thing I'm proud of, it's taking complex material, deciphering it in such a way that I can present it in lay terms.
In your mind's eye, you need to be able to learn to listen with your eyes. In the case of sound decibels, it has to do with, the pressure wave, and that difference has to do with the slightest level of human hearing.
He went way over any cameraman's head when he got to talking all his physics discussions about interference from outside sources.
He was so far above my head that I had no clue on this earth what he was talking about.
To either a positive or a negative point on either scale on your y-axis. Now, the only difference between the positive or the negative is there's going to be a phase differential, and at any given time...
All I wanted him to say was, hey, this is how you can get better audio. I don't know what he was saying. It sounded like some kind of pig Latin, and those glasses.
It's just, you know, the psychoacoustics just don't fly unless you can see the sound. Hey, shut up there.
He's crazy.
The lower threshold, the sound floor for human hearing.
Eric was showing some things on a board and was talking about gigabytes and megabytes and pixels and trixels, and it was just above me.
He went through triangles and circles and backward slashes, and those glasses, you could see into the future. They were so thick.
But once you get in the digital domain, RMS...
It seemed like it took 2 or 3 hours.
That is that ultimate high level that
I'd say we found out what a triangle means and some kind of swirling wave or something like that.
And so there you have it. Okay, thank you. Any other questions?
I probably will never invite him again.
Next week on Buck Commander.
Buck Commander's like baseball, you know, you get the minor leagues and major leagues. So Tombo Martin and Matt Duff, you know, they're kind of like the minor leagues of the group.
And being in business with Major League Baseball players, Willie's a competitor.
Yeah, I'm looking at Duff like, you know, is he going to make it through this?